Okay, hey guys, what's happening? John here, SDIRA Live, where we talk about passive wealth. I give you free education, news, and alerts on what's going on. Welcome to the show. If you haven't seen us before here, you can find us at sdiralive.com, Facebook /SDIRA Live. What's going on with Bitcoin? Man, this craze for Bitcoin. I'm watching everything going on Facebook, and I see all of these people talking about it, and I unfortunately see people, I think, getting involved with it, investing their money because of all the talk about it. It's like this .com boom, the modern day .com boom. And everyone wants to get rich, but I don't know if everybody knows exactly what's going on with it. Which brings me to this article I read today. It's a study from Lend.edu, who an organization that normally does studies on general lending, and this study was done on Bitcoin investors, and it talks about how people are borrowing money to get into Bitcoin. People are so gung-ho and want to get into Bitcoin investing so bad that they don't have the money to invest, but they're getting it. They're borrowing it. They're taking it off of credit cards, and they're paying interest on the money that they're using to invest into Bitcoin. Man, that is scary. That is scary. You're borrowing money to get involved with an investment that a lot of experts are saying is a bubble that is eventually going to burst. Let's take a look at this study here. Lend.edu took a poll of 672 active Bitcoin investors and found that about half of them have used either a credit card or debit card to fund their account to purchase Bitcoin. Specifically, this breaks down to about 33% using debit cards and 18% using credit cards. Something that really stands out on this poll is that 70% of the respondents that carried over their credit card balance stated that owning Bitcoin is worth the interest expense. Additionally, 88% of the same pool plan on paying off their statement balance with money generated after selling their Bitcoin. What happens if they don't make any money with their Bitcoin investment? Wow. It seems that Bitcoin investors aren't thinking much about a crash or a bubble in cryptocurrency, much less the debt they're taking on to purchase it. Interest can get out of control pretty fast, depending on how much money these guys are investing. It's kind of scary. It's concerning, and if it bursts, these people are in trouble. What do you guys think? Are any of you out there in cryptocurrency using floated funds, using borrowed money? I'd love to hear from you. Get a hold of me if you are. I'd love to hear your story. I'd like to hear your game plan, your exit plan. I don't know. I'm baffled by this one. I get it. I mean, I get it. You can see a big payday, but what if you don't? Investors should be wary of their investments and consider the risk for each one. Although the returns that have been seen in Bitcoin are appealing, there is no guarantee that this will continue or hold at the current level. So all of you that are interested in getting into Bitcoin or any other cryptocurrencies, just think twice before borrowing money to get into something that is quite a game right now. This is an interesting game, and it doesn't take much to lose it all. So be careful, okay, guys? Man, the crypto gotcha. Don't let the crypto get ya. Okay. 3 smart IRA moves. Do you have an IRA account? You should. Despite the fact that IRAs are available to anybody with income, roughly only 33% of Americans actually have one. I don't know why that is. I think that's because people don't know. And that's one of the reasons we do this show, is we're going to start getting this information out there so people know, can see the benefits and see why you should have one. If you're a part of that 33%, then you're already making a smart investment for your future. But to really make the most out of your accounts, there are 3 important rules that you should take to maximize your benefits. And the first is contributing the max amount that you can. If you want to take advantage of these accounts, then put in the most you can, the most that it allows you to. Maxing out an IRA is not that difficult. Your maximum annual contribution limits is only $5,500. $6,500 for those that are 50 and older. So that should be attainable, and you'll want to do that because every dollar that you put in, you're reaping benefits. And any dollar less than the maximum contribution limit, you're losing out. So put in that maximum contribution. Here's a simple little graph to show you ages on when you can start if you started investing and putting your maximum contribution in, and assuming you're getting only a 7% return, which if you're in real estate, then you should be looking at more like 10 or 12%. So these numbers are low, but if you're 35 years old and you start putting in $5,500 a year to your IRA, by the time you retire, you'll have $500,000 sitting in that account. And if you're a young buck, you're 25 years old, you'll be a millionaire. What's not to get here? What's not to get? Put that money in there. Get that money. Get that money. Make that money. Maxing out your IRA for 40 years could help you retire a millionaire, assuming your investments generate at least 7%. If you go heavy on stocks, it's more doable. Stay out of the stock market. Put it into real estate. Real estate's going to be your safest return and your highest return, your highest, safest return. Real estate in your IRA accounts, you should be getting anywhere from 10 to 14%. And you're paying off your real estate while you're doing it, while you're pulling that monthly cash flow. Tip number 2 for maximizing the benefits of your IRA account is going for a Roth. Many folks who fund an IRA opt for traditional versions since contributions are tax deductible along the way. Roth IRA contributions, by contrast, aren't immediately deductible, and so you may be inclined to forego this option because it doesn't offer the same sort of instant gratification. Don't think that way. Roth IRAs come with a world of benefits that traditional IRAs can't match. One thing, Roth IRA withdrawals are taken tax-free in retirement, which means that when you're on a fixed income, you won't need to worry about losing a portion of it to the IRS. Additionally, Roth IRAs don't impose required minimum distributions, which are another tax nightmare of sorts. Both IRAs offer more flexibility during your working years. If need be, you can access your principal contributions at any time, though it is generally not a good idea to tap a retirement plan early, since the more funds you remove, the less money you'll have available later on. Roth IRAs offer you to continue contributing for as long as you manage to earn income. This means you can keep funding your account during retirement if you so please, and because required minimum distributions don't apply to Roth accounts, you have the option to leave a portion of your savings, or your entire savings for that matter, to your heirs. While it's true that higher earners aren't eligible to contribute to Roth accounts directly, there are ways around this, namely by funding a traditional IRA and converting it to a Roth later on, though you'll be liable for taxes when you make those conversions. You'll still get to reap all those benefits of Roth, though. Roth IRAs are generally the more popular of the two. But people still use traditional IRAs. They're both getting taken over though by new accounts, solo 401ks namely, that are coming in. There are also SEPs where you can contribute a lot more if you're self-employed. We will be having a lot more information and shows on those types of accounts. So if you're interested in those, please make sure you continue to watch this show, follow the show, and we'll talk more in detail about those accounts. Which brings me to number 3. Choose a safe and wise investment to put in your IRA. There's a lot of self-directed investment strategies, investment vehicles available. By far, the most popular and, in my opinion, the safest, which yields the highest returns, is real estate. And it can be single family, it can be a multifamily, it can be commercial. Self-directed IRA real estate is an incredible vehicle, and there's so much to talk about. You're gonna see a lot of shows here on self-directed real estate. We're not going to go into it now, but the wisest thing to do is to put a safe, long-term hold investment into your IRA. And you should be generating at least 10%, if not 12% on your returns. So put in a safe investment with that IRA. Put in your maximum contribution, and get the right account that's going to do the right thing for you. So those are 3 IRA tips that will help generate better returns long term. If you have any other questions, please feel free to get a hold of me. You can email me at john@johnkopp.org, or you can find us at SDIRAlive.com. You can also find us on Facebook at Facebook/SDIRA Live. This was fun. I appreciate you guys watching. If you have any suggestions or recommendations on topics, again, get a hold of us. We would love to have your input, and we'll be sure to discuss anything that you guys want to talk about. So again, until tomorrow, have a good day, and we will see you soon. Thanks, guys.